Hey there, kids. Have you ever wondered what happens when a cat and mouse go head-to-head? Well, today, you're in for a treat. Let's dive into the ultimate cat and mouse battle. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house, there lived a sneaky cat named Felix and a clever mouse named Max. Felix was always on the lookout for Max, hoping to catch him and finally have that tasty mouse snack. But Max wasn't just any mouse. He was super smart and always one step ahead of Felix. One sunny morning, Felix spotted Max sneaking out of his tiny mouse hole. Felix's eyes widened and he thought, "This time I'll get you, Max." He tiptoed silently, ready to pounce. But Max had a plan. He grabbed a piece of cheese and placed it right in the middle of a mouse trap. Then he hid behind a nearby chair, waiting for Felix to fall into his trap. Felix, being the curious cat he was, couldn't resist the smell of cheese. He crept closer and closer, his whiskers twitching with excitement. Just as he was about to grab the cheese, snap! The mousetrap closed and Felix jumped back, startled. Max chuckled quietly, knowing he had outsmarted Felix once again, but the battle was far from over. Felix decided to use his speed to catch Max. He chased Max around the house, over the couch, under the table, and even through the curtains. Max was quick, but Felix was determined. They zipped through the living room, leaving a trail of chaos behind them. It was like watching a high-speed race. Just when it seemed like Felix would finally catch Max, the clever mouse darted into the kitchen. He scampered up the counter and knocked over a jar of flour. The flour exploded into a white cloud, covering Felix from head to toe. Felix sneezed and shook off the flour, looking like a powdered donut. Max burst out laughing, knowing he had won this round. But Felix wasn't ready to give up just yet. He came up with one last plan. He set up a series of cardboard boxes, creating a maze. He knew Max loved cheese, so he placed a piece of cheese at the end of the maze. Max, unable to resist the challenge, entered the maze. He twisted and turned, trying to find his way to the cheese. But Felix was ready, waiting at the end with a grin. Just as Felix was about to catch Max, the mouse used his final trick. He pushed a small button hidden in the maze, and a trapdoor opened beneath Felix. Felix tumbled down into a soft pile of pillows, completely surprised. Max grabbed the cheese and stood triumphantly at the top of the maze. And so, kids, the ultimate cat and mouse battle ended with Max outsmarting Felix once again. But don't worry, Felix and Max are still friends, and they'll continue their playful battles. Who knows what tricks they'll come up with next? Thanks for watching, and remember to stay clever like Max and never give up like Felix. See you next time.